Welcome, YouTube channel. First video ever. I am your host, Alex, also regarded as that Russian realtor. I want to talk to you guys today a little bit about what I covered today on my Instagram, and you can follow me at that Russian realtor or on Facebook, which will have the link in the description below. And that is about the importance of having a mentor and your virtue for your craft, honing your craft, and going above and beyond. So in order to make it with anything of your craft, you must have a system in place. And therefore, with a system, you have a mentor guiding you. Today's day and age, we're in the digital era. Meaning, there's no excuses. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Facebook, you can go on Instagram, you name it, Twitter. At the very minimum, you can get your brand across. Even Snapchat. That was the last one I left out. Content. Free. It's a privilege to you. Utilize it. I don't know what you guys are waiting for, at least to look up this information. If you're stalling, caring about people's opinions, you need to change your mindset. I recommend that you start following Brian Casella. You can find him on YouTube or in the description below. With that said, the how-to is very basic. You have everything in front of you. Like I said, you have every platform to utilize. What it does for you, well, you better yourself. In order to figure out what you're doing, you must find somebody that's replicated the system that someone else has created, or tweaked the system that somebody else has created, and successfully gone forward with the system. If you don't find somebody that, or you find somebody that, let's say, oh, they claim to know it all, but they have no proof, or they show nothing tangibly, you're wasting your time. There are plenty of people, and I will mention again and throughout this video who and what you can do and who you can look up to, or just as a basic idea, but you have your own people. I'm just giving you my advice as I am in real estate, and it is very impactful, period. You must invest into some sort of mentorship. Start with free on YouTube. You can start with YouTube, it's free. But I highly recommend that you guys get on Modern Success. Go to briancasella.com. If you guys are interested, message me or follow me on Instagram, and I can answer all your questions. Now, systems. Finding the system, finding the mentor. It goes hand in hand. You have, or I should say, I have him as one of my mentors. I do also have Joe Budden in my mind, because I look at what has happened and what will occur. I understand that Joe Budden, as a Jersey's native, he has covered across the board many breakthroughs and done what a lot of people have said he would not do. Shitted and hated on year after year from the early 2000s. I talk about pioneer of the digital era with Joe Budden TV and jumping on YouTube and making all these live streams and putting his flaws, personal life in the forefront. It's insane. It's completely insane. But he did it. He stuck to it. He started his music business. After Def Jam, he started New Music Entertainment, became independent. People were still shitting on him as a rapper, but guess what? I saw that he had a vision, and I knew he was somebody that I admired in the sense of I could reciprocate that he's very analytical and that he gets shit done, and that he will succeed because by virtue of that. So what I say to you guys is simple. Look at him now. He started a podcast, which last year was rated #1 in America. He also went on Everyday Struggle, which, he went a separate way because I guess they didn't cut the check through. Then you now have Revolt signed him on, P. Diddy signed him on for, what is it called? State of the Culture. Dude, he's at the pinnacle of the pinnacle. However you want to interpret the rap culture, he is there, ladies and gentlemen. Period. He is there. So what does that say? That ties into this gentleman I just mentioned, Brian Casella. I highly recommend you check him out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all of the other platforms. He has a new podcast called Supreme Being. I think he's up past 10 episodes. I know he's got plenty of episodes. Browse it, stream it. You can find it on iTunes, Podomatic, and other different outlets. With that said, there's also Modern Success, which I know he has, as I was a member of it, but I have my own circumstances personally where family comes first, and I'm working on my craft as we speak. So by virtue of that, I still encourage the principles that I've already received from it. You will benefit greatly. Even if you're not a realtor, you could be anyone, ladies and gentlemen. Wealth, mindset, neurolinguistics, you name it. Just reframing your subconscious mind on a subconscious level, keywords I am, to see the bigger picture. Mentorship, your systems, you must have that in place. Follow somebody and stick to the system. Stop listening to Joe Schmo because they gave you some advice and then somebody else gave you some other advice and you're taking somebody else's advice. It just doesn't work. You're all over the place. You're not going to have anything concrete. You're going to be running around, you're going to have all these ideas filled in your head, and you're going to be running in every direction and getting nowhere. You must go from A to B, straight line. It is the quickest way to achieve what you're out for. Period. One thing at a time. And with that, guys, I follow to say, my email is down below. If you know anybody, have any referrals in the state of New Jersey, at least in the central Jersey area, although I do work remotely, comment below, or you can send me an email at aperedjogin@gmail.com. It may change, I don't know yet. Find me on Instagram at @RussianRealtor, and all the info in the description below. This is the first video, ladies and gentlemen. There are plenty more to come. I recommend, if you can, share this video, subscribe, like, and comment below where you're from so I can read and respond to you guys, and also what you guys think about the content. Until next time, guys, and as always, remember, you don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice that you have, and you are always, sometimes stronger than you think. That's it for this one. @RussianRealtor, signing off.